Let me teach you how to add a blog to your website. I'm using this Sacred Healing website as my model here. You can see the different modules that are installed on the Sacred Healing website. The one that we're going to be using is the Messages module. This Messages module can be used for a blog, it can be used for a news feed, a discussion forum, or a bulletin board. We're going to use it as a blog. So let's click here to get started. So here is the Messages main menu. You can see it's set up by default to be a blog. If you wanted to use it for another purpose, like a news feed or a discussion forum, you would click on this Preferences link, and then you could change these to whatever suits your needs, message board or discussion forum or something, or personal, like my message board or my discussion forum. So let's go back to the main menu and find out how to add a blog. So back here at the main menu, we discussed preferences. The next thing to do is just to add a blog. So let's add a blog. So here's the form for adding a blog to your website. We'll go over these fields one at a time. The title is going to be, well, the title of your blog. It's, with this program you can have many blogs running parallel, so if you want different blogs on different subjects, you can the title can reflect the subject of the blog. If you just have one blog, it could be something generic. For this, we'll just put my blog. The description is going to be a short description of the blog that will appear on the home page underneath the title. For this, we'll just type in something simple. Both the description and title are required fields. Postings per page will limit the number of postings that will appear on each page. As your blog grows, you do not want hundreds of postings to appear on each page, or it will slow down the page loading. So we'll put 10 for this. The show time option determines if the time of the posting will be displayed with the posting. The show date option determines if the date of the posting will be showed with the posting. The show subject will determine if the subject is shown with the posting. So here you can choose the type of blog. The various options are public, which means anybody can view the blog. Private by page means the blog will not show up in the main blog menu. The person would have to have a link to the blog in order to view it. Private members only means the person must be logged into the system in order to view the blog. Private with password means the user must have the password for the blog in order to view it. Private password is the password that goes with private with password option here. So if you select private with password, you then type in a password that the users will need to have in order to access the blog. Private page works in conjunction with this option. If you choose private by page, you will then type in the URL of the page that you want the blog to be active with. Let's go back and just make this a public blog. The post type determines how people are able to post. Admin only post means the administrator is the only person that can post messages. Member post means the person must be logged in order to be able to post. Post with password means the user must have the password in order to post. There is no public option here to eliminate the possibility of spam, so somebody has to be logged into the system one way or another in order to post. The reply type determines how people are able to reply to posts. No replies means that nobody will be able to reply to any of the posts. Members only reply means the person must be logged into the system to reply. Reply with password means the person needs the password in order to post. If you choose this option or the post with password option here, you must put in a password to post or to post replies. It's the same password for either of those options. So for this sample blog, we're just going to have members post and members only reply. We do not need to enter a password. The last two options here are to moderate posts and replies. If this is checked, the posts and replies will not be displayed until the moderator approves them. Active will activate or deactivate your blog. If this is checked, your blog will appear to the public, or depending on your preferences here. And if it is unchecked, it will not appear. So we'll activate our blog. And before we submit, just note that below here is a description of each of these fields for your reference at any time. So let's submit our blog. So this takes you back to the blog menu here. You can see my new blog is now a part of the menu. It is active. To change the preferences for this blog, click here and it'll take you back to the blog menu. You also have the option to add an image for the blog. Just click here to choose the file on your hard drive and upload, and the image will now appear here with your blog. You also have the option here to post a message, to view or edit the postings, or to remove the blog altogether, which will delete all the postings. Let's go back to the main menu. You also have links to view the blog and to post to the blog here on the main menu. So let's add a posting. So to add a posting, we have various fields here. One is the start date. This is going to be the date that the posting starts to appear. By default, it is today's date. End date is the date that the posting will no longer appear. By default, it is set to many years in advance. The subject is going to be the subject of the posting. And then we could type in a message. The HTML option, check here if you are using HTML in your message. If you don't know what HTML is, just skip over this. Media file is the URL of a media file associated with this blog. So say you want to link to a video or link to another website, you would type the full URL of that media file here. We'll skip this. The next option here is the type of media. So if you're linking to a video, click video. If you're linking to an audio file, click audio. If it's a link to another website or image file, click link. We'll skip that. So let's submit. And here is our first posting in our admin menu. You can edit the blog, you can deactivate the posting, which will prevent the posting from being displayed. If the blog is set up to moderate posts and replies, this will be deactivated by default. You can delete the posting here, or if you want to add an image to the posting, you click this link, select the image from your hard drive, and upload it. There is only one image per posting. As with all of the pages in this admin, there is a help file that goes over each option in detail. So at this point we could add another message, return to the main menu, add more posts. But let's go see how the blog looks now on the website.